we also have the Me Too movement, Calvin, and you know I've been very open about the fact that I think there has been a ridiculous overcorrection, and one of the real victims of the Me Too movement was Kevin Spacey. And Kevin Spacey was one of my first uncancelled interviews here on Outspoken, where for the first time he went through all of those allegations against him that, by the way, have been proven to be false in courtrooms by juries in the US and the UK. This week, we saw Brian Cox, who is the hard left actor from Succession, actually coming out and saying Kevin Spacey should return to Hollywood, should not be cancelled. But now the Wotopian actor Guy Pearce, who's starring in the movie The Brutalist, by the way, as an aside, do not go and see The Brutalist. It is 4 hours of your life that you will not get back. I don't give a damn if it wins Oscars. It was absolutely rubbish. That's an aside. But during the promotion for The Brutalist, he's given this interview saying that in 1997, he was targeted by Kevin Spacey and said he's extremely charming and brilliant at what he does, but he's quite aggressive and I just had to keep brushing him off for 5 months. But what I've loved about this is Kevin Spacey, after my interview with him on Outspoken, which went so well, is taking a totally different strategy. So he posts on X, "Grow up, Guy Pearce, you are not a victim," and then made this absolutely brilliant video.
Guy Pearce, I've now read the comments that you made about me, and while I would have preferred not to have to play this out in the media, you obviously have your own reasons for wanting to do exactly that. But we worked together a long time ago. You know, if I did something then that upset you, you could have reached out to me. We could have had that conversation. Did you also, by the way, tell the press that a year after we shot LA Confidential, you flew to Savannah, Georgia, while I was shooting Midnight in the Garden of Good and Evil, just to spend time with me? Or does that not fit into the victim narrative you have going?
Good for him. Absolutely good for him. You know, I'm sick of these people. I've had it myself recently. These people that, instead of speaking to you, they'd rather release press statements. You know, I had 4, 5, is it 6 now press statements from a certain individual without a single conversation in person. It's like these public attacks are people jumping onto bandwagons. It's usually out of either fear or envy. It's always out of sin. It's never out of love. It's never graceful. It's disgusting. It's not a good way to be a human being. And so if this person is doing the same thing to Kevin Spacey, I think his response is just absolutely address it head on. And when he put that comment in there about, you know, well, you flew out to spend time with me, that's interesting, isn't it? Of course, no one ever shares the full picture when they jump on these public bandwagons. So yeah, good for him.